the winds of circumstance that are always going to be blowing in our faces and blowing on us in our lives, which are filled with things that we have to do, tasks, jobs, responsibilities, anxieties from whatever is going on around us. So it's only when we can take that quiet time, that time in, which is what someone that I know who does a lot of this work up in Boston, he doesn't call it a timeout, he calls it a time in. It's time to dive into your own heart, to dive into your own space and just be. Just be with the whispers that are inside you about who you are, who you really are, what you desire, the things you're grateful for, the things that you know enrich your life. This morning also, one of my teachers started her class with a quote from the Buddha. And it's a simple quote that's used by Sharon Salzberg, who does a lot of this work too. The quote is, "Develop a mind so filled with love, it resembles space." Develop a mind so filled with love, it resembles space. And if we can do that, if we can develop a mind that's so wide and so spacious with any of the different forms that love takes, and that includes contentment, ease, peace, joy, if we can fill our mind with that and make it spacious, then when the other things come in, the components of fear, like anxiety and stress and sadness and anger, when those things come in, there's space in our minds to receive it, process it, and heal it. And widening your mind begins with a practice of sitting, being quiet. So make yourself really comfortable in your chair or on your bed. If you feel like laying down, please adjust yourself. And wherever you are, make whatever adjustments you need to make to feel settled and held. Let your chair or your bed or your sofa hold you. There's nothing to do, nowhere to be, but right here. Bring your attention to your feet. If they're on the floor, feel the soles of your feet connected to the floor. If you have your feet up, feel how your feet connect to whatever you're laying on. Those are your roots. Feel how your seat meets your chair or your back meets your bed. Welcome your body into whatever structure is supporting you. Just let it drop. Release your shoulders. Feel your shoulder blades dripping down your back like water. Soften your belly. Release the muscles of your belly. Soften your head. Bring your attention all the way up to the top of your head. Relax your scalp. Relax your brain. Imagine your brain soft and quiet. Soften your forehead and release any worry lines that you might have or squinting lines around your eyes. Just let your eyes lay in your head. Soften your jaw. Let it hang. Maybe make a little space between your teeth. Soften your ears and allow any sounds that are around you to come in and go out. Soft ears, receiving sound and releasing sound. If you haven't closed your eyes already, I invite you to close your eyes or lower the lids. And you can change your mind at any time. You can shift your position at any time. If you shift, go slowly and gently. This is your time to be gentle with yourself. Soften your tongue. Soften your throat. Soften your neck. Imagine your whole head as wide as space. Wide as space and soft. And every once in a while, maybe a cloud moves by. Let the cloud pass. Now, without changing anything, bring your attention to your breath. Your breath is like a constantly flowing stream. Now you can take some time to bathe in the stream. Just place your attention gently on the breath. Watch it come in and watch it go out. Feel it fill your body as it comes in. And feel your body contract as it goes out. Breathing in spaciousness. Breathing out tension. Breathing in relaxation, breathing out, constriction. Feel your breath expanding your chest, expanding your heart, and feel the breath leave. It comes and goes. Take the next few minutes to continue watching your own breath and feeling it come in and go out. If you get distracted by thoughts, sounds, or physical sensations, it's okay. Just come back to your breath. I'll watch the time, and at the end of this short period of sitting in quiet, you'll hear my voice again. Bring your attention to the sounds around you. Just let the sounds drift into your ears. Are there any odors that you're smelling? Just let them drift into your nose. What sensations are you feeling on your skin? Just feel. Ever so gently, start opening your eyes and gently let the room come back into your view. Gently. And you can take a long, slow, deep breath in from your breath stream and release. Take another long, slow, deep breath in and release. Take one last extended, long, slow, deep breath in and release. Whenever it feels right for you, you can make any small movements you need to make to bring yourself fully back into the room. Feeling okay?
I feel great, Karen.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Not from me. Let's see. Donna's on mute, but I don't want to unmute her in case she's in the zone right now. She might be enjoying this right now. No, I feel good. I feel relaxed and
Good.
calm.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know, I don't know why I feel the need to like clarify, develop a mind filled with love every
Mm.
single space. Because I think sometimes it's like in my own judgmental head. It's like it doesn't mean like eat crunchy granola about everything. It could be, something like that could be misread or misunderstood as just love everything. And it's not
Right.
that at all. It's a sense of equanimity. It's a sense of that, okay, I'm going to let everything in. I'm going to let
Mm-hmm.
stuff come to me and give it space. And that can only happen when there's this sense of love. You know, I mean, love is a very charged word,
Right.
very charged, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and so if we just take the charge away from it
Mm-hmm.
and look at, you know, there are only two emotions. There's love and fear. So fear, when you're in a state of fear, you're underneath that is anger and frustration and confusion and sadness and all those subdivisions. Love includes joy and equanimity and contentment and peace and ease and all of those the good thing, you know, like the
Yeah.
positive, all that stuff, all of those feelings that provide space,
Mm-hmm.
creativity, you know, all of that stuff. And fear constricts. It's those more constrictive, you know, the worry, the anxiety, that kind of stuff is all under fear. And so love, which is not fear, is that umbrella for expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Fear is contraction. And so if we can do that, if we can create more space to have conversations, we have better conversations, no matter what it's
Mm-hmm.
about, no matter
Mm-hmm.
what it's about, even if it's about clean your room, you know, like if you can stand in a space of love, you know, stand in a space of, all right, yeah, okay, so whoever it is isn't cleaning their room all the time, but I love them anyway, or I understand why it could happen. So let's have
Mm-hmm.
an expansive conversation as to why it's important to clean your room or why it's not as important to clean your room. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only way we get all the perspectives. You know, if we're constricting, then we only see one side of the issue, our side,
Right.
you know? And yeah, our side might be the right side sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
How else are we going to grow or connect unless we're willing to even entertain? You know, so tell me why you're not cleaning your room.
Yeah.
You know, you know,
Right.
and again, whatever the conversation is, you know, why didn't you wash the dishes? You know, why can't you help me with the chores or what? Any of those things. Getting the other side of the story is so important, and that
Mm-hmm.
can only happen when there's space for the other side of the story. You know, and that's the mind is as wide as the sky, or filled as wide
Mm-hmm.
as space. And another thing that I heard associated with it is, if you have paint and you throw paint at space, it's got nowhere to stick.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a mind as wide as space or a heart as wide as space, people are going to throw crap at you and it's not going to stick.
Mm.
You'll be open to feedback and immune to criticism because you're so wide, you understand enough and you have enough space to get that, okay, maybe it's criticism, but that's not about me, that's about them. You know, and that's it's just about widening widening your view, and I don't know. It's just a lot of different things that you can do with it. So yeah. So it's not like the mushy romantic love kind of thing. It's not loving everybody. You know, it's not like peace and love. It's just that sense of equanimity, that sense of wideness, where there is an opening for a different side of the story,
Mm-hmm.
because we only see a little bit from
Yeah.
one perspective. So if we widen it, sometimes it just works better.
And
Relationships
that's
work.
so important. I mean, it's always important, but right now, with everybody being, of course, with the high stress levels, and it's so easy to be reactive more than ever. I mean, whether we're talking about serious, race relations, or even just with COVID and everything, everyone, I mean, we see it all the time. Like, you see people at the grocery store freaking out, because of, being required to wear, whatever the case may be. Right now, everybody seems to be up here. So to have a little bit, like you said, space, or if we can
Space.
bring ourselves to a little bit of a more even place collectively, I think I know I've already gained a lot from doing this with you each time, Karen, and just kind of bringing my own levels of anxiety down, and
Yeah,
it makes you less reactive. It really does.
yeah, and that's so important. It's like you can't control everybody.
No.
You can't control everybody. All you can control is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What you allow in. It's and how are we nourishing ourselves? The things that we listen to, the things that we watch, the things that we get wrapped up in, are they nourishment or are they a distraction? Just like you eat, we eat, we take in through all of our senses. And so what what can you eliminate? What can you release from your daily nourishment that's not
Mm-hmm.
serving you? And sometimes we can't. Sometimes we can't avoid the things that are going on around us. But we can, in some way, become non-reactive, become responsive instead. And ask things sometimes will get to me. But I kind of most of the time it's like as long as I'm wearing my mask and as long as I'm keeping my distance from everybody else, because that's really all I can control. I
Mm-hmm.
can't control the people who get on the train not wearing masks. Nothing I can do about that. The only thing I can do is move to a different car, move
Mm-hmm.
farther away from them. That's all I can do. I mean, I could enter into a conversation, but who wants to? I don't want that's not for me, it's not going to serve any purpose because the other side of that might be I don't want to wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
It could be I forgot my mask. It could be any of those things. And I don't want to have those conversations. So for me, it's like just keeping my space. Am I doing what I need to do? Am I doing it as best as I can? And also, and sometimes this is hard, knowing that every single person is doing the best they can with what
Mm-hmm.
they understand. We've all been programmed. We've all been programmed. We all have reasons that we do things. And in any moment, I try to get into that space of we're all doing the best that we can. I wouldn't do it that way, but we're all doing the best that we can with what we understand in that moment. I don't have to agree with it. That's it. And what that will do for me is it puts me in that space of not becoming reactive, not spending my day like this. Like, that person 2 days ago didn't do that thing, which is also possible. It's like, keeping something running around in your head, that kind of thing. I don't want to have that stuff anymore. I'm getting too old for that. I don't want that anymore. I want peace. I want peace. I want to make a statement when I need to. I want to have good conversations with people. I want to know what's in people's minds when there is disagreement because I think that's the most important and that's the scariest. The scariest thing is to get into a disagreement and have the space to receive the other side of the conversation. But that's growth. That's human growth. It's where we get to be better.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you feeling, Donna?
I'm good. Yeah, that was. I feel bad because I've not been able to attend many of these, but when I do, I always feel very calm, and you have such beautiful way with words, and you make me think deeper, and I like that.